Excuse the face mask, but am I the only person who is fucking terrified of America? I know England can be pretty sketch, but I just feel like everything wants to kill you in America, even the national parks. I can't even say that I'm overreacting because I know that there are some gorgeous places and people in America. I'm not saying that the whole of America is terrifying, just the concept and most things in America.
Okay, I'm 99.9% sure it's aliens, and I have just come to this realization within the last 2 days, so this is like super fresh on my mind, and there's gonna be a part 2 because there's a lot to this story, but I promise it's worth listening to. So a couple days ago, I was sitting outside in my car and I was smoking. It's like midnight. I have my windows rolled all the way down and my car's off. I'm on FaceTime with my best friend, and I just randomly start hearing this weird sound in the sky. It was like a one tone, like echoing through the sky, like above me. It sounded like almost like a motorcycle revving its engine, but it never sounded like it was getting closer or further away. It was just staying the exact same tone, but it was like muffled. It was so weird. And my friend heard it too, 15 miles away from her living room. So just yesterday, we both started watching this documentary on Amazon Prime called 411 The Haunted, and here comes the part 2.
Okay, so this is terrifying to me, but what's equally terrifying is the TikTok algorithm. So me and my friends were all going camping this week in the Badlands National Park. We graduated college last week, and we're just going on like a celebration trip. Oh, hey, that's my cat. Anyhow, this is like the third or fourth video. Chalupa, stop. This is like the third or fourth video I've seen this week about people disappearing in national parks. And I just want to know, like, how does the algorithm know to show me this? Because, like, yeah, I'm going camping. I've told my dad, my own father, like, probably 3 different times in the past week that I'm going camping, and he acts like it's news to him each and every time. Yet the algorithm knows, and I've never told it. So, Also, if I disappear, on my camping trip, I just want to say, well, it's been nice knowing you guys.
Alright, darlings, this is my actual face, so I'm going to come out of character. My boyfriend's family actually owns property that's right on their backyard is a national park, basically. They're like right on the border of a national park. And my boyfriend decided to take me out there in broad daylight because he did not want to be there after dark. And the amount of spiritual activity on that area, in fact, you look out into the trees and there are figures that are not human. And there are also shadow people on this property that's like right there on the border of the national park. And it is a place that he does not like to be at night. Nobody in the family wants to be there at night. And it's in the Ozark. So and that site has actually been the site of many murders over the centuries.
I'm surprised people don't know about the stairs. Like, you went up the stairs when you weren't supposed to, and now you're dead. That's your fault. You shouldn't have done that. That's on you.
I've been thinking about this ever since I watched this documentary. If you have a chance, it's probably on YouTube. You can watch the whole documentary. It's about the same thing that she was talking about, people going missing in national parks. And I've been scared going in the woods or forests in the daytime ever since. I'm telling you, watch this documentary, and there's another one called Missing 411. It's about missing kids, all under the age of 6. And a lot of times, everyone that went missing, all of them have some type of disability and without a trace and not too far from people. So if you go in the woods by yourself or in a national park by yourself, you probably won't come back. So I'd rather walk through the hood than to go through the woods. Put it like that.
Hey, I can solve this mystery for you. You ever heard of a fucking bear? Jesus Christ. Are Americans okay? They didn't vanish into thin air. Something ate them. It's a forest. where things eat things. I saw one of these ones. Lady was like, oh, my kid went missing. Their campground was 40 feet from a river. Your kid drowned, dumbass! These are so fucking easily solvable, it's embarrassing.
Can we also talk about how this discussion gets brought up every 2 to 3 months on this app, and every single time it is centered around two things: cannibalism and feral people. And every single time I'm in the comment section begging people to give me even one credible source of information that shows that even one of these cases has anything definitive that proves that, and it just doesn't exist. And every single other article before February of 2021 is simply just TikTok hoax. But people come on this app and literally say anything at all, give no context, go viral, and then disappear. And it blows my mind because these are actual missing people with actual cases that families are trying to have heard, and people just do this just to fucking get the numbers up, and I just don't know why it's even allowed.
Hey everyone, so I don't know anything about cannibals, but I do know about something that scares the shit out of me as someone who's been in the wilderness. Here's a picture of me on top of Mount Shuxon in Washington State. Another picture of me in the same national park, North Cascades. And here's a picture of what our typical snow camp would look like. Yes, I said snow camp on top of a glacier. So typically when you're making these camps, before you even set up camp, you probe the entire area to make sure that there's no crevasses or moulins that are hidden underneath the snow. And for those of you who don't know what a moulin or a crevasse is, essentially on a glacier beneath all the snow, beneath it is a bunch of ice, and in that ice are just long cracks that can go down for dozens and dozens and hundreds of feet. Now, if you don't probe your snow camp well enough, you can fall into one of these moulins that will go for hundreds of feet and die.
Bears. It's bears, or they get lost in caves. Or there's bears in the caves and the bears eat them because they're in the cave.